it's what I will do for the next day and a half. It's going to be this: make iron, get iron, upgrade, and here they are. Nice of you to show up. This is my hangar management group. Welcome back, my friends, to another episode of 7 Days to Die Modded. We are playing Ravenhearst. Let's continue from where we left off, and it's day 55 early in the morning, and let's get started. I have a lot of stuff to build, so it's going to be a little bit of a building episode. I need to prepare for day, if I'm not mistaken, day 56, which is tomorrow night in game, for the next horde night. We are on the game stage. Well, some of you, I'm a little bit jealous of some of you. You said on the comments that you are facing 5,000 game stage, and that should be amazing. But let's see my game stage. 2,000. Okay, but it's better than the last one, and that number should be increasing in after each day. So first off, I wanted to show you guys. Let me show you this amazing diamond pickaxe. Such an amazing tool. And this is probably new for you. I had just a couple of days ago in game. I had this tunnel, which is a little bit goes to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. But I have made a little bit a path down, and now this is my future garage. Should be here, and then I have completely the tunnel three wide, so it's almost done. It just needs on the end. But look at this amazing pickaxe, one-shotting stone. So if you haven't found the schematics for the diamond tools, I don't know if it's a very rare item or not, but like I said a couple of episodes ago, it's like butter. Amazing. And this is a level 150. It's a little bit worn off. It's half the durability. You can repair with more diamonds. And we have the miner 69 completely, which required mining tools 80. I had 74, and I spent some skill books to get to level 80. It's one of the good things of keeping your skill books and not reading them immediately, because the early levels, by using the skills, it's easy enough to level up. And when you get to these higher levels, it needs a lot. You need to use a lot the skill to get extra points. So if you save the skill points, you use them now, and then you can reach those higher levels a little bit more easy. So with miner 69 on 5 out of 5, which gives us plus 100 block damage and plus 50 harvest count, even a half destroyed pickaxe level, and it's amazing to break stone with it. I still don't have enough auger schematics to build the auger, but I doubt that it's this good, and even it does not use fuel. So that's really amazing. And of course I've spent last night mining. You get leveled up fast, and you get a lot of resources. I think I still have on my inventory what I've been mining. Look at this amount of stone. I had a lot of raw iron, but I have filled my forges completely, and they are burning iron like mad. Because why? I want to increase my area of spikes around my base, and I want them, not all, because I don't know if I have enough time and resources I might have, in forged iron. So I'm making here a lot of forged iron, and still smelting iron and carbon, and I'm also over here, and I might even build more forges if I more raw iron, and I'm making, in this case I'm getting more iron out of it. So 18 minutes. Okay, so this is what I have been doing, because last 3 episodes we have been on the Higashi pharmaceuticals, which is useful. Don't get me wrong, it's useful to loot and it's a lot of fun, even if sometimes it gets a little bit laggy, that it turned me off a little bit, because if you get killed because it's laggy, it's not that good. So what I want to do, we are going early in the morning over there to my pit where I can get some clay, and then I will try to even out. I have a lot of tasks, clearly a lot of tasks. I don't know if I have enough time to do it all, but I want to extend over here to over there, make a tower, but it's not going to be diagonal, it's going to be perpendicular, like here. I'm going to build another tower over there. Again, between the towers I will try to make it like this. I also need to completely this area here, so I need a lot of resources. I have a day and a half, so clearly I need to get started. Where the hell is my steel fire axe? Okay, so I need to get started. A lot to do. Let me check these guys during the night. This one brought me a potato, thank you very much. And I have here a lot of zombies. I would really like to fill up this hole here, just to make everything even, because I don't want them to be digging around. So it's another task that I have, just to fill the hole. And I also want to, come on, and I want to get the quests done. It's taking too long to complete these quests, because I of course I forget to keep doing them. It's so easy to smash the zombies and not kill them with the AK, but okay. So much stuff to do, so much stuff. So let's go to the clay area. We need 25 more. Let's go to the clay area. So it's going to be a little bit less eventful episode, and well, at least it's expected to be a little bit less eventful, because usually when I say that, it's when the crazy things happen. But well, we are not going anywhere, we are just harvesting resources. It's what we need to do, and of course I will try to mix it a little bit, and I will do a lot of it offline. But I think at least in each horde night I want to have an episode explaining what are my plans. So after this episode I will probably do not record anything else, and the next episode is going to be the horde night. But at least when you see the base, should be something that I have spoken about. And let's drink some coffee. And okay, let's start digging. Finally we are one-shotting clay, which is very, very helpful, because it's going to make it a little bit more quicker with our 150 steel shovel. I really don't think that if we are getting 62 clay per hit, we need to spend diamonds making it even greater. It's enough. I think it's more than enough. Unless I'm missing something, if you get extra resources, but I don't think so. Are you trying to run away from me? Come here. Okay, a bone. and let's get a little bit more. I don't need a lot, and I can come here afterward, but it's just a little bit because I need a forged iron. You need the clay for a lot of things. For cobblestone, in the forges you always need a little bit of clay to make iron and making steel. So it's easy to get depleted of clay. A little bit more. If you have been following my series, I have started a smaller one. It's going to be, it's going to be like an episode of resource gathering of Ravenhearst, and if you are watching, it's also going to be an episode about channel update. Why not, right? I've tried Mist Survival, I don't know if you have. I like it, but for me it's very difficult to make a let's play out of it. And why is that? Because most of the stuff that you harvest, and even the map, it's all of it, it's hard coded. So you will find always the same stuff at the same place. And there are a lot of good let's plays out on Mist Survival. So I don't think that I have anything that's original, at least for now, to making a let's play. I enjoyed playing the game, and I avoid a lot seeing let's plays just because I enjoy finding the stuff for the first time. But I'm playing a little bit to learn the ropes, and I know where to, for instance, I know now where to find pistols, ammunition, good places to make your base, and that defeats a little bit the purpose. If you know, if you are playing a survival game and you know where to find stuff, it's clearly not survival. It's going to be a fetch game instead of a survival game. But it's looking good. It's very well optimized. It looks good. It has some nice potential, but clearly I'm hoping for a couple of updates. If they can make a random map, that would be amazing. A random map, it would change everything, for instance. I'm also starting a new small let's play. I don't know where it's going to lead me. I have talked to the developer with the Canadian mod. They will release a new update, so I will probably wait for the new update. I'm playing the Romero edition of the Welcome to Canada mod for 7 Days to Die. It's a lot of fun. It has some bugs that the developer is going to address on the next release. I don't know when the next release is going to be, but as if I understand correctly, he will release an extra update or a different update, so it will need a restart. And I'm not too fan of keep restarting stuff, so I will probably record a couple more episodes, but then I will probably wait for the update. But it's a lot of fun. The zombies do not run, they just walk, but it's a sheer amount of them. You will get overwhelmed no matter what you do. It's amazing. It sounds, well, it's so easy, I can punch the zombie in the face and they die, but they keep coming and coming and coming, and sometimes you are a little bit distracted, they stun you, and if they stun you and they are all around you, you are dead. During the night you get a lot of cops, a lot of dogs. Man, it's starting to be a very nice mod, at least mod. Okay, it's a whisper, but it's going the wrong way. It's going to be. I like the way that the developer it's seeing how 7 Days to Die could be, and I'm enjoying it. But I still need the update. Again, if you know, I'm also thinking in starting a let's play on the forest, but again, I haven't played it yet. Just watch some let's plays. I already bought the game, so I might do that in the near future. Let me know if you like the game or not, if you know the game. If you have some suggestions, I would really appreciate it. I was hoping for the next alpha on 7 Days to Die, but it can it can take a while. I think the last time that I checked. I think it was in the forums, some Q&A from Roland. I might be wrong. Its last time frame, it was until the end of the year, so it might take a while. And of course, even if it arrives, probably those first days it's going to be experimental. You need to restart a lot, so I thought, well, let's continue, let's make some another let's plays of the very good mods that are out there, and when the next alpha arrives, it will arrive. Let's not worry about it. I'm a little bit lost. When I talk too much, I start to get lost. I want my hammer time, and I want my forged iron. Okay, and I can also make some nails. Come on, why do I have the caps lock always on? Nails. I will make, nope, come on, outside the forge. It's going to be helpful. Nails, let's make 200. And while you do that, do I have any wood? Wood. Now let's pick up some wood. We are going to make those quarter frames. I'm just going to drop all of this stuff here that I've looted on the zombies. I don't need it. We are going to get some wood. Should be here, if I have stored it correctly. Yes, it is. I'm going to make more wood out of these scrap logs. Just a regular day on the apocalypse, trying to get things done. And I can make all of the wood out of you. I also need some spikes, a lot of stuff that I still need to do, and it's not easy, my friends, to have a base of this size and make it on yourself, just yourself. So we have the nails, and we can now make it's quarter, right? Yep. Let me make just 150. I might have a couple. Let me just double check that. Can bring the cobblestone to upgrade a little bit if I want, and I have here 47. Okay, and I have the shovel, so I have everything to be happy. We are going to this area here and start digging. At least now it's just one shot, which of course one shot with the coffee. So it's going to be like this. Hopefully we will not get a roaming horde, at least a dog horde. Okay. And of course, if you have been following the series, I hopefully in some future episode the target is to make a room below where you can repair the spikes. But of course, I think clearly one of the best ways to, I don't know if these spikes are going to hold off without support. Yes, they will. One of the best ways, and come on, that was a little bit more than I wanted. A good way for to handle bigger hordes, or at least game stage, higher game stages, it's to have a wider fighting area, so that you can keep moving, like we did last horde, but even bigger. So with an extra tower over there and the same kind of placement between the two towers, it almost gives you the double area just to drag the zombies around. And I think it's one of the best ways to handle those bigger areas. And do not forget, I will double our zombie count for the next horde night. I think I have 8 or 12. I need to check. It's something that I set it a long time ago, and I haven't changed it. And I'm going to place it at 16. Of course, it's not just the difficulty, but it was, of course, the performance of my gaming rig, which is not an amazing gaming rig. So even if I want a challenge, I don't want 5 frames per second for that challenge. Okay. Of course, I will eventually do all the way inside. For now, it's going to be like this. I also got into my attention that there are some kind of armor quests that you might be able to do to give you some kind of protection against ferals. I need to check that, because armor wise, I've just in the previous or a couple of episodes ago just unlocked the military armor, made a set of it and equip it. So I probably have some quest line lying on my quest menu that wants me to make some kind of armor that I haven't made it yet. So it's just to say that I haven't forget about it, but it's just on my big to-do list. And of course, having a big to-do list on day 55 of 7 Days to Die, it's amazing. I think it's the best praise that you can give to a mod author, at least in my perspective. It's to reach day 55 with a huge to-do list. It's because you still have a lot to explore, a lot to see, and you are not repeating yourself, which clearly it's difficult to achieve. At least vanilla, I can understand why vanilla you get everything quick, and then there is nothing too amazing to do, because they are their priorities. It's not content, it's game developing, but the mods clearly make up for that and increase the longevity of the base game. And for me, getting to day 55 and still have a lot to do and not seeing the end, it's amazing for me. Really amazing. So that's a little bit more. It's our stamina. It's fine with that minor 69 and the coffee. It does not even goes down below 110. It's amazing, really amazing. It's much faster to work. So I might even have some spare time before the last horde night. That I will need to spend on doing different stuff. I have to see my weapons. I still have a lot of things to do, but not losing too much time building this area is going to be very helpful. So a little bit more and we'll start placing those pillars. And I also need to probably get more wood for the spikes, and then upgrade the spikes, upgrade and repair. We can do a little bit of that now. Making it to forged iron, I think it's a must. It goes from 300 hit points to 1000, so it gets 1300 hit points because it downgrades to that. So I think it's what I will do for the next day and a half. It's going to be this: make iron, get iron, upgrade, and here they are. Nice of you to show up. This is my hangar management group. You know, I don't know what's your daily job, but sometimes you need something to let your steam out. Well, just a quick note. That guys died over here and their body fall down, and that's exactly what I want. It's with this kind of half a block, hopefully they die, the gore block gets down and I can loot easily the gore block below. So hopefully that's going to be a good... Come on. Hopefully that will work. Whoa, 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 whoa. That lady was too eager to try to hit me. I'm just going to dispatch these guys with my club. Like I was saying, depending on your job, usually some people like lunchtime, go to the gym, whatever, to set your mind free of your daily job. And if my daily job was building my base, I would like some during midday or mid-afternoon, get a roaming horde, bash some skulls, release some steam, just to get a little bit more relaxed, a little bit of exercise. Always nice. And these lovely zombies were glad to help, and they showed up at the right time. Okay. Anyone else? No. Let's loot the bodies. I don't know if I have enough space to loot it. Let me just take what I want. It's going to be better that way. Gunpowder, yes please. Nope. Some bullets, yes. Nope. Shoes. Scrap. Man, so many sandwiches. They were clearly going to have a nice meal somewhere. Well, I think they looked at me and they thought that I was a nice meal compared with those sham sandwiches. Nothing amazing. A little bit more food. And okay, some recipients. Let's continue. We were upgrading our spikes, so this is probably not what I will do between between this episode and the next one, which I might be wrong, but it's going to be the horde night. It's day 56, right? Last one it was day 49, so day 49 and 7. Yeah, it's day 56 horde night. So can I repair these spikes, these wood ones? Very nice. I'm missing one over there. That's not a big deal. I should try not to upgrade all of them once, because if I don't have enough, I just want to have like a row of forged iron ones near a couple of rows of iron ones, and not an area with all forged and then big areas around with no forge, because we don't know where they can spawn. So let's try to be a little bit more careful. Let's try to clear a little bit more. Without the coffee you lose some stamina, so you cannot do this forever. Skirt. Very nice. So the bare minimum it was to complete this area here, which I think we can copy rotation, and should be easy enough to finish off here. We are going to upgrade like we did it. I think it's to the second layer of iron. Should be enough, at least for the last horde night it was. I did not see even anything damage around here in the floor. In this, I think I don't know even if it. No, it's just to the first layer of iron. It's not the second one. And okay, it's a wise choice. If I have enough surplus iron, I will upgrade more the floor. But I don't think the floor it gets damaged that often. So I don't think that we need to spend too much time upgrading the floor. So it's two layers of wood and one of iron. Should be enough. And we'll place something like this. It's early in the morning, it's still 9 AM. So that's nice. Well, with the steel tools, clearly you get to a different level of quickness regarding building. It's everything. It's easier to gather and faster. Come on. Okay, so should be something like this all around. Just to show off a little bit more. That area it's going to have a different orientation. It's going to be probably like this, or come on, or like that. Probably it's going to be like that. So, but for now over here it's going to be like this. Okay, very nice. Very nice indeed. And then upgrade. Let me see how much resources we need per block. So for wood, so 9 wood and 5 iron. Okay, it's easy enough. Let me just double check. 4. Let me just disappear the bottom corner. It should be 5. Yeah, 9 wood, 5 iron per block. It's easy enough. And then if you want some more iron, more 5 for some more hit points. But again, I have forgotten to check. I don't know if the cops explode, because by now some of them should have exploded. I'm not that quick killing all of them, so I think by now if they exploded, they would done so by now. The only thing that I have on the back of my mind, it's over here, right at the early game. Something exploded around here. It was not a car, because I did not have a car here. So I think there are some kind of zombies, I might be wrong, that can blow up, because I had a huge hole over here, and it was something that exploded. But I'm not sure what did explode over there. So but I don't think it's the cops. I might try that one day that I remember seeing some cop. If I am in an area that I can try to test it out, just keep shooting at him to see if with enough damage he tries to run at me and explode or not. Because I think if they exploded, we should have seen by now a couple of explosions. Okay. So this is going to be it, and then I can also show you off where I can mark my next tower, because I think I have enough time to make it. Should be in sync with this area, so it's going to be like one pillar here, second pillar here, and probably try to somehow match that center block, which I don't know if I am matching it correctly. No, not, but well, yes, I think I am. So it should be around here. Let me pick up the stones. It's going to be something like this. Let me go over here. I know that I'm going to get it wrong. Clearly I know. Let me see. Yeah, I think, well, I can, instead of trying to eyeball it, let me try a little bit of a more easier way. So now we are aiming it correctly. So we are going to mark on the floor a straight line. I could, well, it might be a nice clearly I was 2 blocks off. So should be something like this. If I want to match that one's, and I want a first tower here, and probably trying to place it not in the middle, but something like this. I think it's going to be here, and then I will do something like this. Let me get some space. Can drink you, and I will make recipes, some forest ground, craft, and let me see if I can show you guys. I will fill up the hole like this until we get a nice even area around here. It might take a little bit of time, but since I am digging to get I'm digging the first area to dig below, I have enough dirt to make these forest grounds, which, what did I, nope, I just ordered one more, but I will have enough dirt to close up most of this small hole. So it's going to be, just need to match correctly the descent. I don't know if it's going to be this level or one above. Sometimes it's not easy to, but it's going to be something like this. Just a way so that the zombies do not stay locked or inside here and start digging below. I just want them to be on the surface. Well, guys, that's the plans for my next horde night. The tower, hopefully some spikes here, more spikes there, all of them to forged iron if it's possible, and trying to fill up this hole. I think it's not that steep of a decline. They should not get locked around here, but I'm not going to risk it. I will try to close this off. It's quick to close it off, so I'm not going to leave it like that. And of course it looks prettier if it's all flat. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. It was a little bit of more talking than smashing heads, but we got a roaming horde, so I got to smash some heads. This is the plans for probably, I think 99% sure, for the next horde night, which should be the next episode, because I'm going to, the next day I will play it by myself, trying to do all of the things that I have planned. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, thank you.